Well, Danny, we obviously got your immediate reaction to the draw at Crewe. Now that you've had a couple of days, what are the key learnings that you've taken from that game?
I think we always try to take learning from every game and from every performance. We've obviously left Crewe frustrated. I think we're frustrated because we had expected goals of over 2.5. We certainly had, you've got to remember, gone to Gresty Road, a possession-based team in Crewe. We've stopped them playing. They've probably kicked more direct balls than I've ever seen a Crewe team kick, and I think that's credit to the way that we pressed them from the front. And we also had nearly 70% possession. And we're just looking to try to speed our play up. Sometimes we're making too many passes in our own half, and we're not quite as purposeful as we would like to be. And we always want to get the control and the rhythm, but we want the rhythm to be a faster rhythm maybe than what it currently is at. And that's just work in progress. And we're making steps every day in terms of that. And then just in the final third, just to keep trying to build the relationships really between the players, keep trying to understand each other's movements, to how we can then create the space and find the space and make the most of the space, and then from there it's just the final execution of the assist, and then the final action to score, and all areas that we're really working hard to try to develop.
Are you still at a stage now where with every game and with every training session you're still learning more about your players?
Absolutely. We're still in our infancy in terms of us as a group. I think we're learning about each other all the time, and that's great, and that's why new relationships are always so enjoyable, aren't they? And we've had a good day today. We've had a collective meeting. We've had different pathways in terms of our training. We've had some tactical work on the grass, and then we've had some departmental meetings as well. So it's been full on, but we've got to keep connecting the group, and we've got to keep trying to create learning hits within our working day to keep trying to align our thoughts. And like I said, my best teams have always played with one collective brain.
You've mentioned before about when you find a team's biggest weakness, you can then find their biggest strength, and vice versa. Russell Martin's got a very clearly defined way of playing, so what's MK Don's biggest strength and their biggest weakness?
Well, I think it's pretty clear to see that they're a possession-based team. They want to try to build their possession, and they like to try to get control in the game through possession. I think maybe the third best possession stats in Europe. But obviously it's only one side of the game and one aspect of the game, and for us possession is important, but what's more important, that there's a purpose to our possession, and there's a progressive nature towards our possession, but certainly they've got good control. Certainly they've got some really nice patterns, they've got some unique ideas, and it's a great game for us. It's one that we're really, really looking forward to. We see it as a huge challenge, and we're really looking forward to pitting our wits against a team that you rightly say has got a real clear identity.
Jack Watmore is someone who's garnered a lot of praise from supporters and from yourself. He's reached a real level of consistency now, hasn't he?
He has. I thought he was excellent on Tuesday. I'm always going to want more from all of my players. We're working hard with him to try to dictate the defensive line, trying to work hard with him to get 5% more out of all the players around him and show those real leadership skills that I know that he possesses, because he's got a great football brain. He's got ability to read the game really well, and we want him to share that and help others with that. So certainly there's some add-ons, but he's a centre half, and I think he was involved in a big percentage of our expected goals and a lot of our good play. So no, he's done great, and the group collectively really there was a lot to like on Tuesday night. I thought one or two, just in terms of our mentality, just to stay positive in the moment and not to get frustrated too quickly, and to see the best in each other. I think there's some definitely some add-ons there, but there will, I'll only worry when there's nothing to add on, because I suppose then my job here will be done, and we're a long way from that.
Yeah, and going forward, having Marcus and Willow and John and Ronan, it was a stalemate on Tuesday, but you must feel that combination is going to yield goals for you.
Absolutely. I look at the front four. For me, they're as good a front four as there is in this division. They really excite me. I think we're working really hard to sync it all up, and we're working really hard to get them quicker ball more often, higher up the pitch in better areas. That's the things that we're working really, really hard on the training pitch to do, because we know that if we can get them quicker ball, we can get them the ball more often, we can get them in positions behind our opponent's midfield and defensive line, then good things will happen. And I've got huge faith in the front end of the pitch. And as I said, we're really excited moving forward. We're a team in progress. We feel like we're the team that are making the most progress in the division in terms of our development. And sometimes, after a long, hard season where teams have been together a long while, they almost get into this maybe maintenance period where they're just maintaining. Things maybe go a little bit stale. Where for us, it's new, it's fresh, and we're improving every day.
Just finally, any injury news for Saturday at all?
Not that I'm going to tell you guys. I think for us, we've naturally got a few aches and pains. That's to be expected. We didn't want to take Ben Close off on Tuesday because he was doing so well in the game. But he was fatiguing, and that's to be expected for Ben, because Ben hasn't played as many games back to back as he would have liked this season. And when the boys haven't played the back to back games, sometimes when they do, they suffer more. But what was great for Ben is he looked tired in the Wigan game when we played Rochdale Wigan in quick succession. His numbers were much better in the Crewe game after playing Burton and Crewe in quick succession. So you can see that the adaptation is taking place and that he's starting to cope with that. And yeah, naturally there's some boys that I've got some bumps and bruises from a physical encounter against Crewe. But we're tough, we're focused, and we've got a group of players that are ready to put their body on the line for the team and most importantly the football club.
Many thanks, Danny. Appreciate your time.